But the nights are crisper come holiday season, and that means the stars shine that much brighter, especially in Mission Valley on a very special December evening. Is it the glow from the stadium or from the stars themselves that illuminates? Look not to the heavens, look to the field, to a parade of superstars who have helped make the Plymouth Holiday Bowl college football's most exciting bowl game. Today, we'll remember the people and the performances that have made the Plymouth Holiday Bowl simply magic.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dave Barnett, inviting you to a college football astronomy lesson. 30 minutes of action-packed stargazing in a spectacular constellation called the Plymouth Holiday Bowl.
Over the years, over 1,000 men have played or coached in this very special contest. And more than a few of them have made their mark with performances that simply defy description.
We were aboard the USS Peleliu, one of Uncle Sam's amphibious assault ships. You know, San Diego has long been synonymous with the sea, placid beaches defining an idyllic array of islands, marinas, coves, and resorts. But the city is also an important part of the U.S. naval tradition. And more than a few former sailors have decided to call San Diego home. And while so many naval careers have ended here, more than a few outstanding pro football careers have begun here. The Plymouth Holiday Bowl has been the showcase for that special breed of player and coach who can step it up when the game is on the line. And 10 of the best have been enshrined in the Plymouth Holiday Bowl Hall of Fame.
But this distinguished company is just the beginning of our story. We'll review their exploits, as well as some memorable moments that have become indelibly linked with college football lore. Born in 1978, the game quickly established itself as a roller coaster ride of epic proportions, featuring impossible last-second heroics.
46, throwing for the end zone. Receivers are there, defenders are there. It is in the end zone. Who has the ball? Touchdown! Touchdown!
Heisman trophies, amazing athleticism, and a national title. In only its 7th season, the Holiday Bowl joined elite company. As always, all of the familiar last-second heroics would be present, but this time a national championship was on the line. The Brigham Young Cougars were enjoying a Cinderella season in 1984, undefeated, untied, with only one obstacle remaining. But what an obstacle it was. Perennial power Michigan, loath to bestow the game's greatest prize on the upstarts from the Western Athletic Conference.
Again the eye channel, again the handoff to Rogers. Rogers for the touchdown. Up the middle for the score.
Cougar quarterback Robbie Bosco, latest in a line of superb BYU aerial artists, was standing in the Wolverines' way on one good leg. A strained left knee and sprained ankle would have sidelined lesser mortals, but Bosco would not only finish the game, he would finish #1. Down 17-10 in the final quarter, Bosco hit Glenn Kozlowski to tie the score.
Fires a pass long in the end zone. Pass is caught. Touchdown! The grab is made by Kozlowski. A leaping catch on the end line.
And then with just minutes remaining, Robbie Bosco would secure his place in the Holiday Bowl Hall of Fame.
The score, BYU 17, Michigan 17. The time remaining in the game, 1 minute and 39 seconds. Typical Holiday Bowl going right on down to the wire. The safety blitz is on. Rolls to the left. Looks, throws the ball on the run. Pass caught by Haymoly. He's down to the 25-yard line. Third down and 11. Back to throw. Looking. Blitz is on. Fires a pass. Touchdown!
In just a moment, another Cougar quarterback performs some Hall of Fame heroics with his arm, his legs, and his hands. And the legend of Steve Young is born.
They make it look so easy. Naval amphibious operations are a study in organization, discipline, and practice. It's no accident that naval aviators often use football terminology when describing their profession, because good teamwork and strong leadership are the keys to success in every venture.
In 1983, 2 exemplary leaders led 2 overachieving teams into San Diego. Missouri's highly touted Bobby Bell energized a tough Tiger defense. On the other side of the ball, BYU's Steve Young was already a local legend and about to become a national superstar. For much of the game, Bobby Bell and mates blunted the high-powered BYU offense. Bell's 4 tackles and 4 sacks would set a still-standing Holiday Bowl record. Indeed, the Cougars could manage only 2 scores and trailed by 3 with just 2 minutes left. With the game on the line, Steve Young went to work.
2nd and 21. Bell almost got him again. Young gets away, looking, throwing long downfield. He's got Edo at the 40. He's got the ball. Fourth down and 10, Brigham Young with the ball at the Missouri 25-yard line. Missouri out in front 17 to 14. 4th down play. Missouri, they're coming on the blitz again. Young looking, firing to the far side. At the 15, out of bounds, a first down at the 14-yard line with 31 seconds left to go. First down at the Missouri 14-yard line, 31 seconds. And no timeouts remaining for Brigham Young. 51,000 plus here. Brigham Young with the ball, first down. Back to throw, play flicker, intended for Young at the 15.
On this night, Steve Young would throw for a touchdown, run for a touchdown, and catch a touchdown pass. Both Young and Bobby Bell are named to the Holiday Bowl Hall of Fame, and both go on to stellar pro careers. And speaking of great pro careers, how about this fella? Barry Sanders may be the biggest little superstar in football history. He stands only 5 feet 8 inches, but has been almost unstoppable at every level of play. Holiday Bowl 11 would be his farewell college performance as Oklahoma State took on Wyoming in an old-fashioned cowboy versus cowboy shootout. From the get-go, Sanders' sayonara was one for the record books. Tonight, the Heisman Trophy winner would score no less than 5 touchdowns, displaying all the moves that would soon make him the NFL's most highly regarded running back. Sanders added his unique contribution to a history of Holiday Bowl offensive fireworks. And his dominating presence brought back memories of Ohio State's Tim Spencer, whose raw power, surprising speed, and 8-yard per carry average in Holiday Bowl 5 faced Ohio State's impressive triumph.
His electrifying evening would earn him Holiday Bowl Hall of Fame honors, and like Barry Sanders, Tim Spencer would go on to a long and successful pro career. But it wasn't an individual game performance, it was an individual game that we remember when the words Holiday Bowl are spoken. In a moment, a look back at the defining moment of Holiday Bowl history, the final seconds of an unbelievable contest that many call the greatest bowl game ever played. The bowls have been decided in the final 2 minutes, 5 by a single point. Needless to say, great games one and all, but there is one game that somehow stands alone. And for sheer improbability and downright incredibility, will probably never be equaled even in the Plymouth Holiday Bowl. And that's saying something.
A quartet of standouts, 2 on each side, would take center stage on the evening of December 19th, 1980. SMU's fabled Pony Express backfield of Eric Dickerson and Jesse Craig James had run roughshod over the Southwest Conference, while the touchdown tandem of BYU's Jim McMahon and Clay Brown had dominated the WAC. The stat sheet prognostication predicted plenty of offense, and these 4 guys delivered. Amidst all the sound and fury, SMU built an insurmountable lead. With less than 4 minutes left, Craig James had run for 225 yards, establishing a Holiday Bowl rushing record that stood for 13 years. Happily ensconced on the bench, he would be one of a dwindling number of spectators who would witness the most jaw-dropping turnabout in college football history. Cougar scores cut the lead to 6, but a miracle comeback was still very much a long shot as SMU lined up in punt formation.
Capus out of Kansas City gets a kick and blocked. The kick was blocked by Shefflin. Shefflin blocked the kick for Brigham Young, and the Cougars have the ball.
3 seconds left. Time for one last desperation play.
Clock goes back. Everybody run right to the goal line. All 3 receivers. And 2 wide receivers. Throw it up. Yeah.
Somebody said last year the Rose Bowl had the drama, but the Holiday Bowl had the dazzle. And it's got it again tonight. Back to throw. Last down. No time on the clock. It's up in the air. It is deep. It is what? He caught it. It's a touchdown.
Choose your own superlatives. The rest have all been used to describe this amazing moment. Clay Brown, Jim McMahon, and Craig James would all be enshrined in the Holiday Bowl Hall of Fame, as would BYU head coach Lavelle Edwards. In a moment, a look at the cavalcade of coaches who have stalked the sideline of the Plymouth Holiday Bowl and their memories of holiday magic.
This is the CIC, the nerve center of the USS Peleliu. When the chips are down, key decisions begin right here. Now, coordinating a warship during combat may not be quite as complicated as running the West Coast offense, but it comes pretty close. The captain of a ship and the head coach of a football team must communicate quickly and effectively, and the best of them have a style of their own.
The Plymouth Holiday Bowl is played host to the game's elite. Bo Schembechler, Joe Paterno, John Cooper, Lavelle Edwards, and Hayden Fry, among others. In 1989, Joe Paterno's Nittany Lions clashed with Lavelle Edwards' BYU Cougars in an epic affair worthy of even Holiday Bowl superlatives. BYU's super soft Ty Detmer threw for 576 yards and shared offensive MVP honors with Penn State's Blair Thomas, who amassed 186 yards on the ground.
First and goal from the 7. Thomas. Touchdown!
The seesaw contest would follow the predictably unpredictable Holiday Bowl script. In fact, only 2 old standbys would be guaranteed. First, an exorbitant number of incredible plays.
Intercepted by Collins. Andre Collins. This could go. Oh, we've seen it all at the Holiday Bowl.
And second, a wild finish.
Gary Brown steals it. Gary Brown steals it. And Penn State will win it.
When Gary Brown chugged 53 yards for the clinching touchdown, the scoring finally stopped. And the 50-39 Penn State victory was one for the books. Iowa's Hayden Fry was also party to the heart-stopping heroics that sets this bowl apart. His 3 Holiday Bowl appearances are second only to LaVell Edwards' 11. And those 3 games have resulted in 2 one-point Hawkeye victories and a tie. '86. San Diego State leads by 2 with less than a minute to play. The Kevin Harmon kickoff return sets up a Rob Houtland field goal attempt.
Harmon at the 15. Harmon to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, 35 to the 40, 45 to the 50, down the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at San Diego State, 37-yard line. 4 seconds left. And Houtland again doubled up, standing over the tee. This will be the last kick of his collegiate career. High snap, spot down, kick is up in the air. It is good. It is good. And Iowa has won the game.
12 months to the day later, the Hawks are back in San Diego. This time, the Wyoming Cowboys fall 1 point short. Hayden Fry has win number 2, 20-19. 4 years later, the Hawkeyes return for the hat trick. Tonight, the new twist is defense. Lots of it. The high-powered BYU Cougars and Ty Detmer, their Heisman-winning quarterback, score but 6 points through 3 quarters. With Iowa clinging to a 13-6 lead, Detmer drives the Cougars to a tying score.
Detmer spotting something. He's going wrong. Tyler Anderson.
With time running out, Detmer moves the Cougars into field goal range. And the Iowa defense comes up large.
Got to believe that the Cougars feel that same thing with number 14. Play action. Rolling left. He fires. It's tipped and intercepted. Carlos James.
The 13-13 tie scores big on drama, low on points. In fact, it's the lowest point total in Holiday Bowl history. Chalk one up for the D. In a moment, we'll see more stars in a rather star-struck tribute to Holiday Bowl defense.
To make the U.S. Navy, and it takes more than one football game to create the year-long calendar of events that has come to embody the Plymouth Holiday Bowl. Parties, parades, and a host of charitable events lead up to Bowl Week when the Navy does its part to enliven the festivities.
Every year, a unique luncheon serves to welcome both teams to San Diego. And with this much good cheer, it's hard to imagine that these guys could get mad at anyone come kickoff. Ah, but they do. offense makes headlines, defense wins football games, goes the old saw. And some outstanding defensive aggregations have figuratively, and in some cases literally, made their mark at the Plymouth Holiday Bowl. Texas A&M, Ohio State, and Kansas State all showcase top-notch team defense in Holiday Bowl appearances. In 1995, the resurgent Wildcats took on a tough Colorado State crew that would itself send 3 defensive starters to the NFL. And yet it was K-State who controlled the ball and the outcome, as a dominating defense thoroughly stifled a highly regarded Ram attack. Meanwhile, backup quarterback Brian Cavanaugh came off the bench to throw 4 touchdown passes in what became a 54-21 Wildcat rout. Cavanaugh wasn't the first unsung hero to earn Holiday Bowl glory, and he won't be the last. In 1978, Phil McConkey was an important, if unheralded, part of a Navy team that appeared in the very first Holiday Bowl. The pundits all picked BYU to beat the Middies, but this midshipman had other ideas. Phil McConkey's performance earned him Holiday Bowl Hall of Fame honors and a career in the NFL. In subsequent years, a veritable parade of lesser lights have glowed megawatt bright on game day. Ohio State's Raymond Harris with a Holiday Bowl rushing record of 235 yards in 1993. BYU's David Mills, whose 11 receptions in 1984 have yet to be surpassed. And Washington State's Ricky Turner, who ran and passed his way into the record books in 1981. The Plymouth Holiday Bowl has served as a celebration of college football's best.
Chances are it'll happen the same way this year. The names will change, the schools will change, but the script will remain pretty much the same. Excitement, entertainment, and a host of new stars adding their special luster to a glorious tradition of college football excellence, right here on ESPN. It's the Plymouth Holiday Bowl, and it's simply magic.